Hello, lovies. Our last lesson, we practiced words that began with SH because when we first learned SH, we didn't have any long vowels, so I couldn't give you as many words. Well, today, we're going to put SH at the end of every word. So all the words we have will end in SH. When you see that line, it means there's some letters there. So there will be some letters before the SH. Are you ready? Spaghetti. Can't start anything because I didn't give you the beginning letters yet. How about, that's an easy, ash. Do you know what ashes are? When something burns, what's left is the ash. There's a cigarette and people have ash trays so that when that ash falls off the cigarette, it lands in the tray. When your fireplace, when the wood is all burnt up, the ash is left there. And this is kind of a hard thing for people that live by a volcano. If the volcano erupts, it blows ash into the air and it becomes like a cloud. And people who have their cars, their houses nearby, they'll go out and it will be covered with that ash. How about wish? Sure. Getting close to some birthdays, so you'll need to make a wish. Next word, cash. What is cash? Well, cash is the real money, the dollars and cents that you can use to buy something. It is not credit cards. So when I go to the store, sometimes they will say, are you going to use cash or credit? Am I going to give them a credit card or am I going to give them cash? The credit card is like cash in that it has money. I have money in the bank. And so they'll take the money out of the bank and give it to the store if I use a charge card. How about crash? Oh, Titus, I think that you stopped your little car just before there was a crash. How about brush? All kinds of brush. Paintbrush, toothbrush, hairbrush. Can you think of any other kinds of brushes? How about blush? Blush is, we say if you get a little embarrassed and this boy, the girl is giving him a kiss and he's a little embarrassed about it. What happens is your blood inside your body runs up to your face and it turns your cheeks a little pink. You can see since the blood is under there, it looks a little pink. That's blush. Well, you know what? Ladies like that look. And so we buy pink powder and we put it on our face to make our face blush a little bit. Crush. What does crush mean? Sure. Some people take soda cans and crush them. And then take a look at this machine. Old junk cars, they put them in that machine and then the machine comes down and it crushes them. And so look at how many old crushed up cars they can have. And then it doesn't take up as much room if you crush the cars. How about clash? All right. Clash, we say that clash is if sometimes clothes fight each other. If you take a look at, can you believe I used the same picture in the last letter? I've been waiting so long to use it. You are wearing plaid pants with stripes. Plaids and stripes, we say in fashion, don't go together. This girl has stripes and plaids, and polka dots and they're not the same kinds of colors. So we say they clash. They kind of fight against each other. It would be different if you were wearing, well, no stripes, and then your blue shirt and your plaid pants would match. So clash means to fight. And sometimes we use clash if there's a fight. We'll say those two clash, or I think that's some kind of a game where they clash. Means they fight. How about dash? I have two pictures, two ways dash can mean. Dash can be the part of your car where the speedometer is and all the dials, or dash can be a 50-yard dash. It means a race that's short. You're not going to run for a mile. You're just going to dash. All right. Change the vowel, and we have dish. Sure. I put that in case Titus and Abe are watching. They like elbow dishes. Would be fun. How about flash? Now, we've had a lot of lightning storms lately. A flash is something that goes very fast. That flash of lightning, it goes across the sky, but it happens very quickly. And there's a comic superhero called the Flash. And he runs very, very fast as the lightning is. So he's called Flash. How about, that's an easy one, fish. And I have this picture. We just took it recently. Uncle Will was up here with Uncle Rich, and they were going to have a fishing contest. Now, the fish they caught weren't that big, but every time you caught a fish, you got a point. And you should have seen, they were, I think Uncle Rich won. I think he got more points, more fish than Uncle Will. So Uncle Will wanted to keep playing. Don't quit, I'm going to catch another. I'm going to catch up with you. Oh, you're going to love this. It's going to make you hungry. Fresh. Fresh means it's just been picked. It's not been cooked. It's not frozen. It's fresh. Take a look at all that fresh fruits and vegetables and pick two things you would like to eat right now. Good choices. Sorry, you can't. It's just a picture, but it looks delicious, doesn't it? Fresh food always does. How about two vowels go walking, so it's going to say E. Leash. And a leash is what you put around the dog so that you can hold so he doesn't get away from you. Leash. How about lash? Just change the vowel. And do you know whose eye that is? Sure, it's Noah's. I use that because I could see your lashes so clearly. Lash. How about mash? If you take cooked potatoes and you smash them up, use a mixer, or there's a utensil that you can use, a potato masher, and you squash them all up together, then you mash the potatoes. And when we eat them, then they are called mashed potatoes because they've already been mashed. How about, change the vowel to mush. And you know one of my favorite books is Goodnight Moon. A comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush. How about rash? Sometimes it happens it could be if you got sick. Sometimes for me I've been around plants and they have made a little rash. Your body's trying to fight that. Actually, all that red is the blood that's in your body trying to fight the reaction to whatever did that. Sometimes lotions you can break out in a rash. For me, mostly it's when I'm around certain plants can give you a rash. Mesh. Now, I know you've seen mesh. Mesh is anything that has these little holes in them. You've seen where people put mesh fencing up, and it has holes that the wind will blow right through. The screen on your porch is mesh. And let's see if I can do this now. There's Abe on the trampoline by himself. And you can see I'm taking a picture through the mesh screen that goes around your trampoline. They were having a good time. All right, next word. Rush. Yeah, if you're in a rush, you're in a hurry. How about smash? Yep. Boy, we had smash and crash and crush, and got a lot of destroying words. Yeah, trash. Oh, you know what trash is. Splash. Splash. It's fun to go to the ocean and splash around in the ocean. Stash. Stash. He stashed a lot of stuff in that closet. Sometimes when I would tell your dad it was time to clean his room, he would stash all his toys under his bed instead of putting them where they belonged. But he didn't do that very often. Stash. Sash. Sash. This is kind of a girl's word. Sash is a kind of a fat piece, wide piece of cloth. Girl Scouts use a sash, and they put their badges that they've earned on it. If you're in a beauty contest and things, the winner gets a sash. Or sometimes girls' dresses, instead of having a belt, they have a real wide sash. That's what a sash is. Oh, finish. He went to the finish line, and I think this slide means our lesson is finished. Yes. Good rating. See you later, alligator. Ride a horse. Of course, of course. Do you remember that fun day? Good work.